This is our time. This is our time right here. Get up. Come on.
Please welcome your defending AFC South champion, Houston Texans.
On the visitor's sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, D'Amico Ryans. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
They go
line.
play action. Mills. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Damian Pierce, his intended target out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
3rd down and 10.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Allen. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 10 yards.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
So
Bills.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Coleman has it here right side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Bills. 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Buffalo.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
He was brought down.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 94 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Open man, it's Palmer. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bills first down. A gain of 1 yard. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
On the tackle.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
Danico Autry
2nd down.
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Allen. That's taken in by Palmer.
Allen's pass.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Josh Palmer. A 3-yard pickup.
Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston set to take over. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 64 yards. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mills. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 3-yard line.
Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, Allen. Shakir holds it in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's good for a Bills.
And it'll give the Bills a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Bills.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 20.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Mills to throw it. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But not an ideal way to... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Marks. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Texans first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Marks. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mills pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's now
so on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take
Back
over
now on
first and
offense, the
10
Buffalo
at
Bills.
their own
And for this
24-yard
offense,
line.
Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
At the 24-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
An
incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
Allen now looks to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Bills first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And the Bills first down.
Back to the ground. Cook stays on his feet. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Cook again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills have regained the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Texans 10.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw is Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Complete.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, Mills. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Open man is Higgins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mills to the air again. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing, Mills. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bills take over.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Now
the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing now is Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
For a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Allen's pass.
Now 2nd and 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Allen to throw once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Prater's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
At their own 35.
Final play of the half, Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando
game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. And now they'll throw with Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Palmer.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mills now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Marks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Mills. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Mills to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Marks. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker.
A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
And the Bills first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have broken the tie. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far.
And
he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
32-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Play fake, Mills. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau.
An 8-yard loss.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He's moving. He's moving. He's moving.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run the counter with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down
3rd and 2.
39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Mills now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
21-yard line.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Incomplete. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Josh Allen.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking to throw is Mills. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Texans 1st down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Marks. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Down to the 25. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Mills on the sneak. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Open man is Kirk, complete.
Mills pass.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 6.
Mills with a throw out wide, it's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. First down, here's the run with Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
27-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brings up second and 8. At the Texans,
Cook up the gut. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
5-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Davis fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third
Cook
and goal.
Is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And they will
Makes the
take
score
a 7-point lead.
Texans 24.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's another Texans first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Here's Mills. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Mills. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
For the Texans.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Number 4.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
13 yards on the play.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
A gain of 18 on the
Allen running the option to the left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Allen taking it himself. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Bills first down.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning way.